Michael, dude, I'm so interested in this one. I want to hear your take, but let's get into it. Bungie is reportedly considering a $40 price tag for Marathon. Tom Ivan over at VGC. That's according to multiple sources talking to the Game Post, who suggested the PvP extraction shooter's launch price could match that of two other live service games recently published by Sony. They include one of this year's biggest releases, Helldivers 2, and one of the 2024's biggest flops, Concord. Both of which were released for PS5 and PC. Sony said in May that Helldivers 2 had become PlayStation's fastest selling game launch ever, with sales far exceeding expectations and 12 million copies sold in its first 12 weeks. In contrast, Sony pulled Concord from sales and took the game offline within 2 weeks of its release last month, following reports that it may have sold as few as 25,000 copies. Unlike Helldivers 2 and Concord, Marathon is also coming to Xbox Series X and S with full cross-play and cross-save across PC and consoles. I like that, dude. Nice. One source told the Game Post that the core gameplay structure of the class-based sci-fi shooter is similar to those like Escape from Tarkov, but with a Bungie twist. It also claimed that there are currently two maps in a playable state, one set aboard the Marathon ship and another which takes place in an abandoned colony planet side. While a launch window has never been announced, Marathon is reportedly targeting a 2024 release date prior to delay. Dude, I'm not buying that whatsoever.
No.
Earlier this year, former Valorant game director Joe Ziegler announced that he had taken over as Marathon's game director amidst reports that former game director Christoph Barrett had left the company. It was also clearly claimed that Barrett was fired due to some inappropriate behavior. So there is that to take note of. Interesting, dude, there's no way, unless we get a big reveal at Tokyo Game Show, the Marathon is dropping this year. I can't see it happening.
No, especially because, I mean, obviously we've talked about Delta Force. It's more than an extraction shooter, but Delta Force has an extraction shooter component, and you and I talk about it all the time. Half of a game's success is launching at a time that it can stand alone and be able to get everyone's full attention. So if you launch with a Delta Force, maybe potentially too close to a Call of Duty, you're just going to kind of get drowned out. So yeah, I'm with you. I assume we'll probably get a big reveal and the date at Tokyo Game Show, but yeah, based off what we've seen, I don't even think there's a gameplay trailer online. Last time I looked up this game, I think it's very much just a concept CGI trailer. I don't think we're getting anything in 2024. I will say, if this goes live at a $40 price tag, maybe Concord died for something, right? Maybe the Concord failure said Bungie and Sony go, wait a minute, maybe $40 is what we stick at, because we've seen if something's overpriced, because even at $40, Concord is obviously overpriced because the genre is free to play. So maybe that's where that $40 price comes of, all right, let's make sure we don't go too high, because we talked about this the other day on a podcast with you, myself, and Alton. Video game prices are going up, and there's rumors that the big games like a GTA 6 might go above that $70 mark the industry has kind of set. So I'm all in on a $40 price tag. I think that feels right for the extraction shooter genre for the most part. They've just got to get the release date right. And I'm with you. I don't see any world where this comes out in 2024, because we've got Call of Duty, we've got Assassin's Creed, we've got Indiana Jones. Delta Force coming to PC in 2024 is the reports, with the console in early 2025. Marathon's probably looking in that like April-ish range, Drew, based off the games that we know are coming out, to be able to stand alone and pop off as an extraction shooter.
Dude, I got high hopes for Marathon. At the end of the day, right? It is Bungie. It's been a long time since I've been in the world of Destiny, so it's nice to see something come out that I might actually stand a chance of picking up and sticking around for, at least for quite a while, hopefully, is the idea. $40, though, is definitely an interesting price. Should they go free to play instead? I think becomes my biggest question. Do you really want to take on the Concord mantra, and then all of a sudden you're 2 weeks? Here's the difference, though. Concord, nobody knows Concord, nobody knows Firewalk Studios. That was their biggest climber in the mountain right there, because they are just brand new to everything. Then nobody knows who they are, so they didn't really have a leg to stand on. Bungie, that name right there sells, right? I think that's what it comes down to. Is, hey, This extraction shooter competes with Escape from Tarkov. It is made by the creators of Destiny, Destiny 2, right? Halo, the original creators of Halo. They're back with their next game. How does Sony actually push this, right? And does $40 hit for everybody, or is it overpriced and everybody thinks, no, we should go free-to-play model because that is a growing model right now, as Concord just suffered. It only lasted 2 weeks. Again, different studios, different names, different price tags, just because Bungie pulls money, right, dude? Like Destiny 2 continues to sell. They drop new content, everybody jumps in. They're in there, whether they like it or not, they're still there, right?
Yeah.
The Destiny community is just massive. So I bet you they're banking on the fact that, hey, we have this one solid, huge community already. They already like what we do. Let's sell them Marathon for $40. They'll buy it. They already buy all of our expansions for Destiny all season long, each year, right? So it's one of those things. Maybe that's their angle to pull in, to get people to jump in and pay. And then do they give us a battle pass within that? Because Concord's hook was, hey, you buy the game once, all the cosmetics are in there. Helldivers comes out $40, you're buying a battle pass.